What's up, everybody? My name is Josh. I'm your push coach. So excited to bring you this very special episode where I'm going to attempt to give you a 15-minute relaunch roadmap. And the reason I am doing this episode is because, as many of you know, a couple of weeks ago, Beachbody completely shut its doors on the entire team building side of things. So pretty much everyone in that company is completely resetting and having to pivot and do some new things. And so I thought this would be a fun opportunity to teach everyone how I go about kind of like relaunching or launching. Because the reality is, here's the thing. If you're going from one company to another, it's obvious that you're in a relaunch. But I think what some people don't understand is that every single time you have a new product or a new offer or a new program, you are essentially relaunching. Every single time your brand has a pivot, you are essentially relaunching. And I think for the most part, especially people coming from the network marketing world, no one's really ever taught you how to like launch. They're just like, here's a million products. Here's the infographics. Go talk to people about it. Like I had someone literally the other day after a consultation was like, yeah, can you like maybe send me over, like the information, like the graphics that you have? And I was like, I don't have infographics. What I have are some very specific things that I lay out that show people the tangible results they're going to get from what we do together. But I don't put that on infographics. And so I just think that like this is I've been talking a lot to my email list about being a CEO, not just a content creator, not just someone who has a side hustle, but an actual legit true CEO. And as a CEO, there's very specific things you have to do. So we need to jump into this because I've only got 15 minutes literally until I have to jump on another call, which is awesome because I'm going to have like literally a timer going to say you have to be done in 15 minutes to jump on another call for your master coaches. So real quick announcement. If you haven't already joined, I have a new Facebook community called Legacy Leadership, where I'm pouring out my heart and soul on how to be an actual CEO, how to actually lead a business. Too many people are just in reactive mode. They just wake up every single day, make some posts, a couple connections. They don't really actually know what it takes to build a business. And so that's what I'm going to be teaching inside there. And we got some really cool, fun options, as well as a live retreat coming up in January here at my house. Okay, let's jump in. So there's 3 types of people that I am technically recording this for. The first person is someone going to another company. The second person is someone building their own program or community, which is, like what I've been doing for almost 11 years. And the third person is a person that's like, I'm not sure what my next move is. I know I need to pivot, but I'm not even sure where I'm pivoting yet. I want to speak to all 3 people. So let's start with the person going to another company. Obviously, this is a little bit more specific to my friends from Beachbody that got the carpet pulled out from under them. A couple do's and don'ts for this one, okay? Number 1, I had someone on a call the other day. She said, like my whole news feed is like filled with these people that are making their announcements. And I don't know how I feel about that. And I was like, listen, it's very important that you understand your news feed is full of these announcements because all of your friends are in this company that you are also in. But for your audience, they haven't seen shit. They don't know shit unless you tell them. And as a leader, I've always said it's very important to call out the elephant in the room because especially as a content creator who's showing up in stories every single day and making these posts, and sometimes we're sharing our personal lives, in my opinion, it can be really frustrating on you as the content creator to have this thing that's going on in the background that you don't just tell people about. Now, sometimes you're going through actual, real, legit personal shit. You don't have to tell anybody about that, okay? When I went through a divorce in end of 2016, I wasn't telling people. I made one singular post, said, this is what's happening. I wanted my audience to know, and then I moved on. In my personal life, obviously, I had to deal with that shit all ongoing for a while, but I wasn't like in my stories talking about that. That's nobody's business. And also, I'm on the internet to inspire people, not to drag them through my dirty laundry. So I do think it's important that you make some type of a post, some type of an announcement, calling out the elephant in the room and literally just sharing from your own heart what happened, how you feel about it, and what you're doing next. Now, here's a big time no-no. Big time no-no. Don't tell anyone in the freaking world on your post what new company you have chosen. This is a big mistake I've seen several people make in the last couple of days. It's actually one of the things that inspired me to do this podcast. People are like, okay, guys, I made up my mind. I'm going to this company. And here's why I encourage you not to do that, because then people go, oh, cool. Now we know who you went to. Let's go Google that company. Let's go ask around to people we know what they know about that company. And they end up making their own decision without actually talking to you. This is something that I teach in my Questions That Convert. It's a freebie on my website at joshcoates.com. Teaches you my questions flow to close more sales without being weird and gross and spammy. And one of the things that I talk about is how important it is for you not to actually say the name of your products and programs in your posts unless you're like me and have built something that like doesn't exist. But like in network marketing, you're selling a product that thousands of other people are selling. And if you mention the product, people are going to go Google it, ask their friends about it, and ultimately decide without giving you a chance that it's too expensive or not the right thing for them. We always want people to get into some type of a conversation with us so that we can present the new product, the new program, in this case, the new company. We can present it and make sure that we can get the information they need to know that would actually cause them to want to join versus looking up negative reviews and all the other crazy shit that's going to be on the internet. So never say. Always get people to like comment below to find out and then send them the details one-on-one. And then please, please, please go to my website and download Questions That Convert so that you know how to flow through that. Because again, too many people give away too many details too fast, and then people make up their minds before we have a chance to actually help them see that it's for them. Okay, that's if you're transitioning to a new company. Don't tell anybody where you're actually going. Don't start actually saying the names of the products. Just tell people, listen, I'm doing something new. If you want to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, if you want to be a part of the journey or even just get details and information, comment below. That simple. Okay. Now, if you want to, at some point, you could do a launch call, which I think would be really freaking cool to position that kind of like I do my webinars, where it's like, hey, everybody, join me for this workshop where I'm going to introduce to you where I'm going, what I'm doing. Use that call to tell your story, talk about the transition, and then say, this is why I chose this company. Who wants to go with me? You got everybody on a live call. Very, very, very easy to use that energy to get people to come with you. Okay. But don't give away the details in a post. Okay. Let's move on to the second one. I want to throw this out there. I think this is very important. Please, for the love of God, please don't trash old companies. This is less for the Beachbody people going to new companies because obviously their company is just gone. This is more for people that at some point leave one company to another. It happens. If that's what you want to do, it's your life, it's your business, it's your future. You do whatever you want to do. But please don't trash your old company. If you spent 5 years telling everyone, this is the greatest thing in the world, this is what's changed my life, oh my God. And then the next day, you're like, that company was stupid, absolutely hate it. That's why I went to this company. In my opinion, one, you just lost all of the trust you had built up. Instead, I would rather you say, I loved this company. It helped me so much. It changed this about my life. And I found something that's even more aligned, that fits the season of life I'm in that much better. And that's why I'm now transitioning into this. You can get a shit ton of engagement talking shit. Absolutely, for sure. But it's never the kind of engagement with the kind of people you actually want to work with. Okay. So if you want to stir up a shit show on social media, go for it. Your engagement will go through the roof. You'll also end up with a whole bunch of people going with you that are the kind of people who like to stir up shit and be a part of shit talking. I don't know about you, but like, I don't want that kind of people following me in my business. I want leaders to come with me, people who are problem solvers, not problem diggers, not people who are out just talking shit. Okay. Now, second thing, building your own program or community. This one, another thing that's really important. Stop telling people, hey, this is the new program I'm doing. Here's a link where you can join. I'm just going to tell you right now, nobody is going to click on that link and join. They'll click on that link to stalk, to look, to see what you're doing, but kind of similar to the last thing, very important. No, even if you're launching your own program, your own community, don't tell people what it actually is and how much it costs. Oh God, someone had an infographic last night on their Instagram. They're like, here's my new community. Here's the cost. But I'm like, no, never, ever, ever put prices in a post. Even if you think it's the cheapest price in the world, I'm going to tell you right now, it's just as hard to sell $20 as it is to sell $150. If you do it wrong, it's just as easy to sell $150 as it is to sell $20 if you do it right. Not sure if you caught that, but it's very important. Don't mention prices. If you want to mention the name of your new program, that's fine, because obviously it's your program. It's not like they can go Google it and find out everything about it. They can't find other people selling it because it's your program. So you can use the name. Don't tell people how much it costs. Don't give away too many of the details. Just say, if you're interested, comment below. I'll reach out with details. If you want to know how to go through that whole process. So there's two processes in creating your own stuff. I got 4 minutes left. One is building the program. That's kind of the easy-ish part because you have things you want to say. But the second part is selling the program. I just want to tell you, building and selling are two totally and completely different things that most people never understand. I see people pay thousands of dollars to learn how to build a course who can't sell it for shit because they don't understand building a course does not equal making money. Selling a course equals making money. So if you want to know how to go through that whole process of both building and selling, you can go to my website at joshcoates.com. I have a mini program. It's called 5 Days to Freedom. It's literally 5 days of workshops. Each workshop is like 45 minutes to an hour. So in 5 hours, you will literally create your program and go through the steps of like how to properly sell it. Very, 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 very important that you understand those are two different things. So if you need help building it, that's the course for you. If you need help selling it, that's the course for you. It's 5 Days of Freedom. I think it's like $49. Okay. So if you sell one spot in your new course or program, you made your money back. Okay. Now, the third thing is not sure what your next move is. I want to encourage you to pretend for a second you were relaunching or launching your own program or community. But this time, here's my advice to you. And it's literally something I'm doing right now. My advice to you would be to start a free Facebook community. And for now, keep it vague. And the reason is, what you don't want to do is leave your people sitting around with no direction for too long, because what people will do is find someone who does have direction and run off with them. They're no longer your customer. They're no longer your client. People need to have a direction to go. So even if you're like, I'm not sure, I might join a new company, but I haven't decided which one. I might launch my own program, but I'm not even sure what I'm going to launch. Go start a free community to just bring them all together and keep pouring into them, whether it's just going live, whether it's making posts, and essentially use this new community as a holding place while you figure out what you want to do next. Not to mention, if you are going to build your own course or program, you can use the new Facebook community for some customer research on what it is they would buy if you created it. And again, this is so important, friends. you're going to build what you want to build. But what people are going to buy is not necessarily the exact thing you're going to build. For instance, I sold mindset courses for a really long time, named The Art of Recruiting or Clarity and Focus for Entrepreneurs. All these different names of things that people really wanted, even though they needed mindset. Okay. So they needed mindset. That's what I taught, but they wanted these other things. And I had to kind of combine them to create a program that was both what they wanted and what they needed. That's what really good marketers do. Okay. So again, highly recommend you check out my Facebook community called Legacy Leadership, because I'm literally doing that. Right now, we've expanded to so many different companies, to so many different people. I was like, you know what? I know I want to build something in January. I know I want to do something new, but I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be. So let's just get everybody together. Josh is going to go live. Josh is going to create content in there, and Josh is just going to pour his heart and soul into these people. I think we got like 700 people in there. And from there, we'll watch to see what type of content they respond to. From there, we'll ask them, what do you want to see more of? If I had a new program in January, what would you want to learn? What would you want that to look like? What are you wanting and needing right now? So that is my 15-minute my 15-minute relaunch roadmap recipe, whatever we end up calling it. I don't know, something like that. Probably send this video out to the email list. Love you so much. I hope this helped. If you have questions, DM me over on Instagram, message me on Facebook. Either way, come join Legacy Leadership, where I'm literally just over the next couple of months going to be pouring my heart and soul out to show you what it takes to be a CEO. I love you guys. I believe in you so freaking much. Please remember that everything you need living inside, the resources you'll need under your nose. Hope you didn't try to listen to this at like 2 times speed, because I'm already talking really fast and that probably didn't work. Love you. Have a good one. See you soon.